Hello, welcome back. This one's probably quite a long turn, so strap in. Two dire portents first of all. Uruk has cast the Forge of the Ancients, which is a construction boosting ritual. And yeah, this is Nabar who has cast the Pyre that we wanted to cast. So Ulm took Riches from Beneath from us, and now Nabar has taken Eternal Pyre from us, unfortunately. I didn't find any sites anywhere, as usual. This is really nice. We did cast Call of the Wilds at Trizia, and it turns out that mage that's been sitting in that province for the last 10 turns is the only thing that was ever there. It had no province defense. So we managed to successfully take Trizia with just a werewolf. Pretty cool. And then, on top of that, there was a battle at our fortress in Saran Forest. So, this is man's army. Got the Vine Ogres up front. Lots of mages in the middle here. One mage at the back. Maybe she just got here. Couple of mages mixed in. We've got the hero here, Brangwyn, though. We didn't manage to pick this mage off with the boys from afar, unfortunately. Lots of knights. Lots of longbows in the back. Wow, this one's a bit busted. And here's our beautiful army. Isn't this just the greatest thing you've ever seen? We got our wyverns at the back. Cows and snakes, lions, bears, scorpions, ghosts. And there's all our mages up here in the block. I was hoping the queues would start a bit more further forward, because the whole point was for them to block up the gate completely, but that doesn't quite go that way. Longbows launch one volley into us, and then our wyverns immediately come down. They do great work drawing archer fire. Man cast Howl. We cast, got Mist, just went up. We also managed to cast, oh god, what's it called? Arrowfend? All my dudes are now blue. Quite good. We also cast, Sir Dragon's Teeth a few times. It gives you these guys. These are 19 protection, pierce resistant skeletons with magic weapons. They're really nice. It'd be cool to summon these and then drop the armor buffing spell on them, Legions of Steel, and get them up to like 23 protection. Yep, so each cast gives us, what was it, 6 of those? There's quite a few of them in there. The cubes, unfortunately, are a bit... They just kind of get overtaken, so they're not hugely useful. All of man's knights also run backwards to take care of the wyverns, which is quite funny. There go our lions and our bears in the front. Notable is that we did get Heat from Hell cast, and it was actually cast by Captain Hernia, the Adept of the Golden Order. So props to him. All of our archers are set to fire archers, which is why all the arrows are kind of going all the way to the back there. At this point, all of man's mages are fatigued out pretty much. And 72. And 99. And 103. That goes pretty well. Both Mist and Heat from Hell are still up. Here's all our mages in the block, just hanging out. Lots of people die from being on fire once the battle ends. So that was Sarum Forest. Now you may have noticed we took Trizia and we also took the other province as well. So as far as I'm aware, every single unit here died because there was no retreat route. So you can pretty much ignore the deaths. It's everyone. They're all gone. So that was about as well. We also found a Thistle Mace, which is really nice. And some Earth Boots as well, on top of that. And as for our losses, we lost all of the Wyverns, but they did a really, really good job on turn 1. They drew all of the Longbow Fire and then drew all of the Knights on turn 2 as well. Which I think really screwed man up, actually. Lost quite a few cows. Only lost 5 of the Horned Serpents, although we did just summon them so they were right in the back. What else did we lose? Only 16 Helot Warriors, only 16 Archers. The Gigantes are fine, the Gelatinous Cubes are fine. We did lose 9 of our Summer Lions and 7 of our Forebears, unfortunately. And for mages, we lost 5 Sages somehow. And 1 Oppressor, 1 Shackled Mage, and 1 Jade Sorceress. But all in all, I'd say that's a success. So good stuff. So I'll just go to the map as well. You can see we took Wolfen Plain, took Trizia. That means no retreat route. How many other battles were there? We attacked lots of provinces, but there was nothing really defending them, so there's nothing really to see. It's just Kaz Hodor. Had a Daughter of Avalon, but she escaped. Dusting Wood was empty as well. Rimaya, empty as well. Yeah. You can see the nice line of provinces we hit this turn along here. They're all ours now. Unexpected event. Forest of Eden. Oh, I forgot to look this up. Yeah, the fertility cult is still doing stuff. We're going to have to do something to take care of that. Windsong Forest, we found 6 fire gems in a hot valley. And then this is unfortunate. The Holy See was attacked by a small but powerful Shambler Society. We've lost our Lake Province to the Revenge of the Shamblers, unfortunately. We've probably seen these guys before. They're big and beefy, they've got a very large attack with a poison secondary. I did have all of these provinces on 10 province defense, just in case there was an attack event so that we could try and repel it, but War Shamblers are a bit better than Nictiad PD, unfortunately. We lost Holy See. And Ashdod has been permanently vanquished. So there's the Sea province we lost. I'm not sure what happened to Ashdod. I know that they attacked in quite early, and then I think they had a couple of awkward losses, and then everyone sort of dogpiled them immediately afterwards. I'm not even really sure where they were. Probably around here somewhere. Farewell Ashdod, whoever you are. And that's it for messages. Yeah, so global enchantments now. Eternal Pyre and Forge of the Ancients are gone. I would have liked to get Eternal Pyre, but I'm not going to bother trying now. There's not really anything else we could cast. We have like a national global, but I don't think it's very good. We could try and get all the way up to Vengeful Water through Patrol and then Elemental Royalty. We could try and get Gift of Health. We'd probably do that with our god if we boost them up somehow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's any easy global left for us to do, to be honest. We'll see though. Okay, so what's happening this turn? This bigger red arrow is just one mage heading to Ard. I'm gonna, as soon as I can, I'm gonna roll a little army out from Ard and start taking some of these provinces. That's all that's going on up here. In this region, we've just recruited 3 scouts. I hope that's on repeat. Yeah, okay. You got 3 scouts. The scouts are going to move down and just scout out all of man's territory now. I'm so glad we can recruit these finally. And I think I've got a couple of like priests walking around as well. I'll make sure there's a priest in Maragnon and a priest in Jome to put temples up someday. For now though, the big orders are moving into Cassian Forest. I don't think man is going to be able to defend this palisades very easily, so I'm going to throw the Dinyushi, the crossbows, Gigantes, and 3 tyrants at it. That should put it under siege quite quickly. The big army is moving down into the swamp. These guys in Kaz Hador are moving into the swamp. So the turn after that, we have it probably open. And then the turn after that, we'll storm it. Whether or not man moves out this big stack to try and defend it remains to be seen. But if he does move this stack up to here, then we'll have a big stack coming to threaten man, so he's kind of in an awkward position now. Very tempting to just attack this province, but it is possible he moves out immediately to help defend against this stuff, so I'm not going to risk it, because why bother? Down here, I'm moving 2 tyrants into Wolfen Plain, these two, with a commander. These guys are just going to capture slaves for a while to try and replenish my army. The other 3 tyrants that are currently here are going to head down to Silverwoods with the werewolf. I'm sending a Jade Sorceress as well to pick up their rings. They don't need the rings of water breathing, so I'd like to have them back. So those guys will attack Silverwoods. And while that's happening, we're going to move out an army into Trizia, which is most of the stuff we just saw defending the fort. A couple of mages. I bought mostly fire mages with jars, a few earth guys, 2 sorceresses, and that's about it. Also rolling out the adept as well. It's quite a decent army. I think we should be able to sit on this fort. This one might take a bit longer to siege because it's got 250 wall integrity, but I think we still got quite good siege strength, haven't we? Yeah, 420. That with the cubes though. Cubes have a 2.6 siege strength, that's not bad. But yeah, we'll have pretty decent siege strength. We should be able to knock this over. It doesn't look like there's anything here. So we can get a little army out from here and then roll this army down. We'll try and lock down some of this territory. Fischer's Cap is here. It would be nice to like link up my territory through here. Take Fischer's Cap, Man's Cap, Marinon's Cap. That would be the goal. We'll see what happens. Yeah. The target really is just Cassian Forest for now. And we're rolling out units around here. We'll see what Man does. Scout his territory. And other than that, there's just some little actions being carried out. I am using that Thistle Mace we just found. Forge another Ring of Regeneration. We're going to hit Construction 6 next turn, so we can forge some better items. And we'll also have a new Tyrant next turn as well. I might gear up that Tyrant and go and take this sea back quickly before we do anything else. I'd also like to park one of my Death Tyrants as well. We've got a few who have D2 somewhere. Yeah, I think it's these two. I think they're the only D2 Tyrants left. Since they're my only D2 mages, it would be nice to have at least one of them just parked somewhere making Skull Mentors forever. I think they're called Skull Mentors. We're saving up a lot of Death Gems. I don't see any big use for them just yet. So it might be better to just start forging research boosters with them. Probably start forging lanterns as well, even though we didn't get Pyre, which is disappointing. We should still be trying to forge research boosters to catch up on research, because our research still isn't great. Other big move, I guess it's a move, is that we're claiming the Throne of Misfortune this turn. That'll give us another 4 pearls. Up to 18, I believe? Yeah, 18 pearls per turn on Phlegra. We have no natural astral mages. But yeah, that's still like 9 of any other pearl we want, so that's pretty good. Other gem we want. Anything else happening this turn? I'm doing all of the remote sites. Well, I'm doing Water, Death, and Astral on Jerem as well. I'm searching it with the Tyrant that's currently here. I pulled this Tyrant back because he's F4, so he was going to be my Pyre's caster, but so that's plan is over. I mean, obviously you can try and overcast these globals. I could try and take Riches and Eternal Pyre, but it seems really awkward to try and take gem generating global because the guy's going to have lots of fire gems, right? He can just recast it the turn after we cast it, so I don't know. We could try though. We could try alchemizing every single gem we've got into fire gems just to get Pyre. It might be nice to have 32 fire gems. It's a possibility. We'll think about it anyway. Any other actions this turn? I think there might have been 1 or 2. I'm not sure. Still doing Tiamat. Remember when we had like 120 water gems and then we turned them all into cubes and Voices of Tiamat? That was cool, wasn't it? Back on doing cave grubs for a bit. I'll try and get a few of those up for that army that's going to be attacking from our throne. Forging of the Shroud. Doing a regen. Oh yeah, I'm starting to build the Palisades on the Throne of Misfortune as well. Yeah, that's it though. Good turn though overall. We managed to take all of these provinces. We successfully defended. We killed man's army. I'm quite happy with that. Shame this went and ruined what would have been like the first good turn of the game. Now, what am I saying? Of course it's still a good turn. It's fine. Fine, don't worry about those shamblers. We'll get that lake back. It's okay. Doing well. First turn 46. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on turn 47. Hello, welcome back. We got construction to 6. I'm doing a lot of forging this turn. And we got a little bit of thaumaturgy as well. Nothing too interesting there. We claimed the throne, which is good. We got another weird thing where we found sites with Voice of Tiamat, but it was in this province that we don't have anymore. I don't know, I'm confused. But it's a good site as well. It's 3 water gems. So I'd quite like to get that back. And there was a dire portent as well. This is another Uruk global. Wrath of God. This hits you with lightning bolts depending on scales and things. We have turmoil scales, so it's going to hit us quite a lot, which is really frustrating. I might actually try to dispel this because it's annoying. Either that or just try and invade Uruk, I suppose. I don't think anything else interesting happened there, but there were 2 battles. First one was just some PD. Nothing too interesting there. Second one was just some PD. Nothing too interesting there, although we did lose all of the wolves. So Casing's over here. That's now under siege. And Silverwoods was here. Lightning hit 15 units, killed 7, and among those, one of our sages died, which is annoying. And the events that we got were 5 fire gems in Phlegra, and in the storms we got 30 resources. So, cool, I guess. Worldwide event, there's misfortune spreading because we claimed the Throne of Misfortune. That's about it. Mr. Body Oil has entered the Hall of Fame, however. This is kind of impressive since he hasn't really been doing much the last few turns, he's just been sat researching in Maragnon. Although if we look at the Hall of Fame, he does have 154 kills, so that's not nothing. And let's be honest, he belongs in the Hall of Fame, right? And the ability he got is Heroic Valor, which is just morale. Got morale of 20 now. Which is not nothing, I suppose. Probably not the most useful ability though. And that's it for messages. Alright. So lots of forging happening this turn since we hit Construction 6. I've turned almost all of my fire gems into lightless lanterns. And I'm also forging some items to put on our tyrants when we thug them out. I was thinking what would be the best. I've just got the tyrant here that he's going to be going underwater 1 turn from now. He needs to have a water breathing ring, and the regen ring seems nice. Wearing a shroud, he only has an encumbrance of 2, which I think Summon Earth Power cancels out, so probably don't need to worry about anti-encumbrance items too much. So I was thinking what might be nice would be like a Frostbrand would be good just for the cold resistance, because he has no cold resistance. Maybe a luck shield to give him luck, because I think having a lot of hit points and regen makes luck a lot more valuable. Horror Helm would be good, but I can't forge them just yet. And then maybe like Boots of Quickness or something. That's if I really wanted to go overboard and put 6 items on a guy. But why not? I mean, turns are pretty cool. Could replace the water ring with a Ring of Frost later on, instead of the Frostbrand. Or with it, or I don't know. Amulet of Anti-Magic or a lead shield might be good as well. But I'm forging stuff like that anyway. Lucky Coin, Lightless Lantern, Out of the Battle Saint, Frostbrand. Forging a Water Bracelet as well, which is a water booster. Lightning Ring to deal with Wrath of God, if there's anyone really important we don't want to die. I'll just make sure I've got a few of those. Horned Helmet, since I can't forge any Horror Helms yet. Horned Helmet would be pretty good with Quickness, I suppose. More Lightless Lanterns. Yep. So he'll be able to move into Holy See in 1 turn, so we'll send him there next turn, see how he does against Shamblers. Should go fine. Other than that, I'm putting up a temple in Jerem. I looked up what you do about this event. Apparently it's just based on Dominion and Preaching. The longer we don't get up to Dominion 5, the more likely it is that we'll get the bad outcome. So I'll try and get my Dominion up in this area, and then maybe I'll send this priest to go and preach. Take care of things. And other than that, the only moves really are just attacking man still. Casing Forest was already almost broken open. Critically damaged with, what's here currently? I suppose it's 111 siege strength. How much siege strength do these guys have? 6.8? That's pretty good. 5.8 on the Gigantes, yeah. So we'll move the rest of the stack into Casey and we'll take that in 2 turns probably. And down here we're moving into Nidian range with all this stuff. Scripting is very similar to everything we've seen over the last few turns. We'll see how long it takes to crack this one open though. Siege strength in Trizia is only 286, but the fort is only 250. So depending on how many defenders he has, it might not be that long before it's open. I think that's everything. We've actually finished Tiamatting all of our water provinces and we found basically nothing, which is really disappointing. I thought we'd find like loads of water sites underwater and that would make up for the water gems we'd spent on Voice of Tiamat, but nope. It's why I'd quite like to get this province back, because pretty much the only gems we've got out of all that Tiamat spam. Yeah. Look at this province, this has no sites, and I've searched it with almost everything. All that's missing is nature. Yeah, water provinces suck, holy shit. That's kind of depressing. All these water gems wasted on nothing. Oh well. We'll hit Thaumaturgy 4 soon and we can try our luck with the rest of the remote site searching spells, see if they go any better. But let's be honest. They won't. But thanks for watching, I'll see you on turn 48. Hello, welcome back. First things first, you might notice that we've received 80 Astral Pearls. Uruk mentioned in the public Discord that he put up Wrath of God to help with Alm. And then I know Ind is my neighbour and has Turmoil Scares like me, so I asked them both if they wanted me to dispel Wrath of God. And they both said yes, and both offered to send me pearls, so I guess I'll be dispelling that next turn with all these pearls. So yeah, I guess I'm not the only one who doesn't like that global being up. We got some research done, nothing too interesting. We did get, I went back and quickly got Alteration for Iron Skin, and then we got Thaumaturgy to 3. That gives us the Fire and Nature site searching spells at this point. Did the usual site searching spells and found nothing, of course. Also manually searched Joma, didn't find anything. And then we had 3 battles. This was Man attacking us in the Wasteland, just north of his cap. He's just got a mage here with some gems. She blesses herself. And then she casts Air Elemental. I guess she needed the extra gems to do it. So I assume that means that Man recently got Conjuration to 6. These are full-size Air Elementals. And he can easily take the Wasteland with that. We also attacked into Nidian range, which was the fort south of Man's cap. It's just some PD, it goes fine. I'll just turbo through it, because I do like watching all the evocations hit these guys. Beautiful. Yeah, and then there was also this event in Casian Forest, where one Castellan decided to see what our army was doing, and somehow survived. Just an incredible, incredibly bright. I hope that guy goes on to great things, even though he is our enemy. What an amazing dude. We lost another Sage to Wrath of God. 35 units were wounded and 14 were killed. It's pretty annoying. And the 2 events we got, Encasing Forest, there is another cult. This one worships fire. I think this just means that there's a fire site in this province though. I don't think it's anything too interesting. Encasing Forest is the fort that's under siege, of course, so can't do anything just yet, but we'll search for fire sites once we've taken it. And the other event was a gold event in World's Teeth due to hard-working farmers. Good for them. Both of the forts that we're sieging have been opened in one turn, which is good news. I did some patrolling, and Fischer has been permanently vanquished. Been AI for quite a while now, with only one province, I believe. Okay, so this turn, yeah, both of these forts are open, so I'm just going to be storming them both. Almost everything is storming. I'm just leaving like one thing in the garrison to make sure that the forts stay under siege once I'm in there. But I don't predict we'll have too many problems. Too late for Man to reinforce unless he breaks siege and then cloud trapezes like a ton of mages in who all do living clouds or something. Maybe that would be pretty cool. But I don't think he's going to do that. I think these will go with mostly no problems. Script is same as usual. The only difference is I've got some of the units on attack instead of hold and attack, because I want them to go forward immediately. Especially these 2 blocks of ethereal dudes who can just walk through fort walls. This army is kind of a mess, but it's the same spells you usually see. I think we're doing Flaming Arrows first, yeah. So that's all good stuff. Only other thing that's happening this turn really is lots of forging, and we are sending a tyrant underwater. Over here, since he's just taken back Kaz Hador, he could take back Rimmire or Forest of Eden next. I can defend Forest of Eden though, so I'm going to do that. I'm moving 2 tyrants here. And the province event is on 20. They won't do much against an air elemental, of course, but the fire elementals will. So we'll get those up and then we should hopefully defend that province quite easily. That means I'm moving the patrollers over to Cunal and then to Forest of Eden, because they cannot go there in one turn, unfortunately. This red arrow is just mage. I'm moving some mages here. He could move into Jome. I don't think he will. And if he does, I think we win. But it would be annoying if like we lose a mage or something to an air elemental. I'm just making sure I've scripted everyone to do some blade wind spam. These guys will be boosted up by the shackled mages. We do have a tyrant here as well. So that should be okay. This is a fire mage moving out to pick up the grubs that will be in Realm of Silence, and we'll roll out an army the turn after that. Start taking some of these provinces. We might be able to put this fort under siege. I don't see why not. Probably not much in it. It's currently full of terracotta soldiers. So it doesn't look too threatening. So we'll see how this develops. Maybe we'll roll out a small army to deal with this territory. Maybe we could take Fischer. I'm not sure who owns it. You can see Calum here. Calum might be raiding because he sees that man's dying. Some players do that. And I noticed that Bergamum here has no province events. So since I've got a scout priest here, I'm going to try attacking the province. It's just set to cast twice, 3 times, and then retreat, in case there is province events. I don't think throwing, oh god, what's that spell called? The level 1 evocation. Flying shards? Yeah, he'll probably do flying shards. I don't think that's going to be enough to take province defense out, so... yeah, let's see what happens though. That just leaves this guy over here. This is a complete set of workout gear, who's been given a bunch of items. I'm going to send him underwater to take our lake back. He's just scripted. I've given him an air gem so that he can cast Mist Form. Other than that, he's just Earth Power, Iron Skin, Mist Form, attack. He should be fine. Got luck, regen, quickness. He's got lots of poison resistance to help with the things. He'll have 2 attacks per round, one's AoE. And then he's also got a combat speed of 32 at the boots, so... I'm pretty sure he'll be alright. I can't imagine he won't be. But it would be very funny to lose another geared tyrant in a lake province, wouldn't it? Worth mentioning with the water ring and the boots of quickness, I mean this guy has map move, look at this. It's pretty crazy. He could hit Ironwood if he wanted to. This is very funny. You get all the way into some of Nabar's territory too. Over here into Ind. Oh yeah. But hopefully he takes the Holy See with no problems. Forging this turn is, let's see, getting a Robe of the Sea just so that I've got both of the water boosters, because we've got the bracelet now. Doing a Starshine Skullcap, and get up to Astral Fall before we do Dispel. Lightless Lanterns I'm still forging. Doing Haruspex now because we've got that castable and Augury as well. That's the Nature Sight Searching spell and the Fire Sight Searching spell. Still doing some Fires and Jars, Lightless Lanterns. My god is forging a Mistletoe Garland. That's just a crown that gives you luck. My god doesn't have many slots, but he does have 3 crown slots. So one of those is going to be a luck crown, one's going to be a magic resistance crown, I can't remember what it's called. But it's like a crown of lead or something like that. And I'm not sure what the last one will be. If there's some other crown that gives you a nice buff, I'll give that to him as well. Currently on 129 hit points. Is this our Dominion yet? It is. So he's actually quite threatening in this region. Which is good to know. We have a temple down in Bogger, Kratos, Jerem, and we're building one in Maragnon now as well. Plus my profit is with the Asian army, and my god is in Jerem, so there's a lot of Dominion push in this area. We should be quite healthy. We can see our Dominion is quite, like, pinched. Like, even right next to my cap, this is down to, like, 0 candles. I guess maybe Nabarra is building lots of temples, or just has very, very strong Dominion. What's our Dominion up to? We're still on 6. I think we started with 5, right? I'm not sure how many temples it takes to get that up. More won't hurt. I think that's it for this turn. Just 2 Fort Storms and a lake. And once that lake's taken, we'll switch out the Ring of Water Breathing for... I don't know, actually. I was thinking Summon Earth Power might not cancel out the encumbrance if we've got quickness, because we'll be attacking more than once per round, right? I'm not sure how it works in Dominions 5. I'm really not sure. I'll check his encumbrance when he's underwater, but it has its own problems. Anyway, that was turn 48. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on turn 49.